Hey you guys, what's up? It's the Anime Blaze coming to you with another podcast. That is right. And apparently there's another anime tag going around that I wasn't aware of. So basically what happened was I woke up this morning and I found out that I've been tagged by Merlin the Mighty, a good friend of mine on YouTube. And yeah, I guess you guys don't know how tags work, or just, I guess, anime tags or whatever. Pretty much is like somebody tags you with questions and then they tag somebody else or two other people or whoever. And Merlin tagged me. So after I answer these questions, I'm going to be tagging two other people who I want to see put under pressure. I mean, answering some questions. Anyway, let's get started. First question. First anime you ever watched? Now, there's two sides to this question. The time that I watched anime but didn't know it was anime, and the time that I actually knew what I was watching was anime. So the first time around, I guess the first question of that is like the anime that I watched before I knew what anime was. The two anime shows were Digimon and Pokemon, and those are two shows that me and my brother really bonded over when we were younger, and we'd always have the debate of which one was better, Pokemon or Digimon, the Digi-evolutions or the Pokemon evolutions and all those kinds of things. And, it made for a lot of good topics between me and my friends around that time. Now, the anime show that I've watched that, eventually I didn't know was anime, but eventually I found out that it was probably Inuyasha or Dragon Ball Z, or any of those kinds of shows that came out around that time period. I guess early 2000s, late 90s, that era. And Inuyasha, I think it was Inuyasha, probably. Not too sure. But yeah, I still remember it, young impressionable minds watching an anime show about a demon boy or half demon going on an adventure, get all the crystal, the jewel shards, and it's just really, really cool. Question number 2: favorite anime genre and least favorite anime genre. My favorite anime genre I have more than one, but some of my favorite ones that will always probably be there are sci-fi, psychological, and horror, and sometimes a mix between a lot of those. Sci-fi because I'm really into computers and technology, those kinds of things. Shows like Ghost in the Shell and Ergo Proxy, which has like sci-fi and paranormal kind of things going on. And then horror anime like Shiki and When They Cry. Those kinds of animes will always be at my top favorite. And horror because I found out that it could actually be done with an anime, so it's always been a good favorite of mine. My least favorite genre of anime would probably have to be harem, and the reason that I don't really have a reason for it per se. It's just not my thing. I guess you could say the lack of the main character progressing with any of the other characters, something like that, with the relationships or something. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's just not my thing. Now, the anime that actually did make me start to that's an exception to that rule, I guess, that actually makes me want to watch it, was Monster Musume, and that's probably just because the whole monster girl thing. I wanted to see how they would do the whole take on harems with monster girls and all those other kinds of things, and it's pretty entertaining. It's worked out for the most part. But yeah, least favorite anime genre, harem. Question number 3: how many anime have you seen? Now, I don't want to sound like a chauvinist or anybody like that, but the anime number I've seen is pretty high. I mean, that much I know for a fact. I've probably seen somewhere around 60 to 70 plus anime shows, and that's probably counting the ones that I do know of, that I've actually taken down and written down somewhere and actually know about. There's probably a good chunk of them that I haven't written down, that I don't remember, and it probably is over 100, but I'm not exactly sure, so I'll probably just go with like 70 or something, 60 or 70. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Matter of fact, I use my anime list. No, my anime list and Anime Planet, but it's for a different topic and different video. Question number 4, last anime that made you cry. There aren't too many anime that can actually make me cry, and it has to be like a really good show to actually make me think along those lines. There was stuff like Elfen Lied and other shows along those lines, but the last show that probably made me cry was probably Haibane Renmei. And I think around the time that I was watching that show was that I was going through my own thing, and one of the things that they brought up was like one of the things I was battling with. And in case you guys don't know, who are not new to my channel, or people who are new to my channel, or people who already know, I'm a Christian, so a lot of different things sometimes pop up in my day-to-day life and everything like that. And one of the things that they brought up was the circle of sin, and how you can trap yourself within the thought process of just simply being in the thought of it, and that kind of thing. It was that, and I guess the ending, I could really relate with a lot of the characters, and just seeing the different situations, how the story progressed, and you got to know a lot of the characters through flashbacks of their life and everything like that. So that was pretty cool in my honest opinion. It's a lot. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a pretty decent show. I'd say it's a more depressing version of Angel Beats. The colors are a lot less vibrant. There aren't any catchy pop songs with guitars and bass and all that stuff playing. It's just straight up, dull colors, really good characters, that kind of thing. Now, on to question number 5. What anime are you currently watching? Now, I'm actually watching at least like 3 or 4 anime shows. One of them I'm still trying to catch up with, and I know it just ended not too long ago, was Shimonetta, and that's pretty much, I think it was a boring world where the concept of dirty jokes doesn't exist. Now, this show is hilarious to me because of the fact it is full of lame, dirty jokes in a lot of the different situations, and it's redundant and repeats itself in a lot of situations. And a lot of people don't like it because of that, but I'm a big fan of lame jokes. Matter of fact, that is my humor: lame, corny, really dry humor. So that's right up my alley. The other show that just ended not so long ago that I'm still watching, just about done with, is Prison School. Another funny anime show that really cracked me up, really got me laughing. Not really a downside to watching that show for me. And the other one is Moribito, and Moribito, Guardian of the Spirit. And I read this book way back in like 6th grade or 7th grade, before I even knew, I knew there was an anime, but I hadn't seen it. I'd only seen like different chunks of the show, like different cutscenes and stuff like that from trailers and everything. And I gotta tell you, I'm really, really enjoying it because it brought the book to life. I mean, there was some stuff that's different, some stuff that's changed, but it's just minor stuff that you wouldn't actually notice. And it's really, really awesome. Question number 6. First anime crush. And you guys are probably going to think that I'm just going to, I'm blowing off this question, but I legitimately don't have an anime crush. I mean, there are a lot of characters that I admire, and there's a lot of characters that, are really cool and everything like that, but there hasn't really been any characters that I've just been like, oh yeah, 10 out of 10 would date, or something along those lines. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't really had anything like that. Real people, but anime characters, not so much. Question number 7, the last and final question. What are some anime shows that I think deserve more love? Now, I could go up all and down and, juggle around the answers and all this stuff, but I'm going to name a few. One of them being, like I said, I could... Nah, not that one. But I'd probably say Captain Harlock, and even though that show does have like a small minor fan base because it's kind of an old anime and everything along those lines, I still think it deserves more attention. And the other 2 shows are Basquash, basically basketball with mechs. It's really, really awesome. It actually has a story. And the other one being IGPX, mechs and racing. And it's pretty cool with what Toonami did with that show back in the day. So I really, really enjoyed that. So guys, that has been my anime tagged by Merlin the Mighty, and the two people that I will choose to tag are Giant6160 and Corvo Pendragon. Now, those two guys are people that I'm working with in a collab group, Team Synthesis. It's a group, we do some pretty cool stuff there, and we're really working on trying to, working on a lot of positive energy kind of stuff. And I'll be doing a video shortly on that and all that other jazz. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So you guys, they're probably watching the video right now, but or listening to the podcast or whatever. So yeah, I'm tagging you guys. And anybody else who wants to do it, you're free to jump in at any time too. But main two people, Corvo and Giants, do the tag. And with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing out, saying never doubt your capabilities, because you never know what you might be able to do. Trust me, it always works, and I will see you in whatever it may be happening that I decide to do. Later.